Okay, here we are in the cab of the XF Broom truck. First off, you'll notice there are two displays. The one with the steering wheel is the vehicle display. The one off to the right would be your brooming display. First off, we'll start the broom truck. And then next we will start the broom engine. Once the displays come alive, you'll notice you have your standard automotive display, miles per hour, engine RPM on the chassis. The broom engine shows engine RPM and the functions related to brooming. Okay, next you'll notice that we have a joystick here. To activate the joystick, you squeeze the trigger. You have the red indicator which tells you that the joystick is live and the broom controls are live. The two functions that we have for brooming are ground speed control, which is 1 through 5, and standard brooming, which is 0 through 100%. This truck right now is set up for ground speed control. You basically squeeze the toggle and run the toggle switch up or down to gain or decrease the ground speed control, which is 1 through 5, 0 being the slowest, 5 being the fastest. Next we have engine RPM, which is done by activating the RPM switch, and then we have an increase and decrease of engine RPM. As you notice, the engine gets louder, the RPMs increase on the screen. Now, in order to engage the broom, we have a switch here, Broom Engage. That allows you to start the broom spinning, and at that point you can increase and decrease speed depending on which function you are in, either ground speed or straight brooming. The next switch would be our air blowers. Those work basically the same as the broom. Squeeze the trigger, use the opposite toggle, and that increases in 5% increments all the way up to 100%. Same as standard broom mode. We also have a Vibrator Mode, which basically will shake your snow, knock any loose accumulation off. We have the auto manual switch. When you are in the auto mode, all you need to do is bump the joystick and functions operate until they are negated by going in the opposite direction. Also in the auto manual mode, your pattern functions are locked in, and a bump of the joystick always returns you to the previous sweeping pattern that you had set. The next switch we have here is the weight transfer. Weight transfer basically puts the chassis in a mode where it splits the weight between the broom head casters and the chassis for either optimum steering and also to allow the broom to better follow the contours in the sweeping surface. The other two switches that we have are pattern increase and pattern decrease. This allows you to change the pattern on the fly as you're brooming without stopping to check and see what kind of pattern that you have. Basically allows you, if you see something that needs to be tightened up or back the pattern off, or what, if the conditions change as you're sweeping, that allows you to do it from here inside the cab.